Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Shear Strikes podcast. My name is Eric Shear, and boy, do we have a bit to talk about. I don't even know where to start. It is currently, as I'm recording this, 9:40 on Thursday the 17th. Obviously, the Lightning won their home opener 4-1 against the Vancouver Canucks. They looked great in that game. They looked great. They looked hungry. They looked just like I said they would to go out in their home opener and go out and take the game. They really took it to the Canucks the whole game. Vazzy looked amazing as I thought he would. To start out, very evenly matched shots on goal. 27 apiece. It was just overall very, very tight in terms of shots and in terms of possession. We did lose the face-off battle a little bit. Our power play looked real bad. 0 for 5 on the power play. Penalty kill was okay. 1 for 3 for the Vancouver power play, so we killed 2 of 3, which isn't bad. Really like the block shots number. We blocked 19 shots, which was great. Takeaways, would like to see a couple more. We only had 3 that game. That's okay. First period, I'm going to really breeze through this game because I really want to talk about this Vegas game. First period, Cooch gets his 4th of the year from Radish and Braden Point at 3:55, so they started early. First 5 minutes of that game, they looked unstoppable. It was one of the best things I've ever seen. Then, second period, Braden Point gets his 2nd of the year from Jake Gensel and Ryan McDonough. Ryan McDonough gets his first point since coming back to the Lightning. Obviously, really love to have him back. He brings a lot, including what I'll talk about in this next game. So we take a 2-0 lead, 7:43 in the second. Anthony Cirelli gets a goal in the third, 39 seconds into the third period to be exact. Assists come from Hagel and Nick Paul. Connor Garland gets their power play marker, 4:14 in the third from Besser and Jake DeBrusk. Fine by me, 1 goal on 27 shots, not bad. I'll take that all day long. And then to seal the deal, Brandon Hagel, 18-14 in the third, gets an empty net goal from Paul and Cirelli. 3 stars of the game. Third star, Kucherov with 1 goal. Vazzy, obviously stopped 26 of 27, making his save percentage .963. And then Braden Point with a goal and an assist was your number 1 star. But that's for a completely different game than what I want to talk about right now. I want to talk about the I can't even put it into words of how excited I am for this game. I was looking forward to it all day, and it did not disappoint. Vegas, Tampa. Last year, Tampa took both games, very high-scoring games. 5 of the last 6 between the 2 teams were decided by 1 goal, and this was no different. And it lived up to all expectations that I had, if not more. Right. So, first period, Braden McNabb opens the scoring, 5:26 in, a snapshot they called it, but from Stone and Eichel. That's after the Lightning, in the first 5 minutes of the game, absolutely dominated play. I mean, it looked just like they did the first 5 minutes of of the Canucks game. It looked just like that. And I was like, oh my God, if we could capitalize early here, that'd be great. And then obviously McNabb comes down. They have a great blue line. And, very impressed. Very, very good team Vegas has built. 10:21 in the first, J.J. Moser. Acquisition this offseason in the Mikhail Sergachev trade. Younger defenseman, not as proven defenseman as Mikhail. Obviously, I really miss him. J.J. Moser, this was probably his best game. Obviously, not just saying that because he scored. I think he just fit overall a little bit better. They've slotted him in most of the game with Hetty, and I thought that combination was fantastic. So Moser got his first one from Atkinson, who also gets his first point in a Lightning uniform. And Emil Lilleberg gets his first point of this season. Love seeing Lilleberg in there. He's a very physical player, and I really, really think that the Lightning are needing that very badly this season. So later in the first period, Pavel Dorofeyev gets his second of the season on the power play. 15-20 into the first period. Comes from Theodore and Eichel. Eichel, that's his 8th assist and 9th point of this season. He's on a heater. That line, the Vegas' first line with Eichel on it is very good. Very impressive, that line. Not as impressed as I am with Tampa's first line. Nikita Kucherov gets another goal. 5th goal this season, but he wouldn't be done. 5th goal this season comes from Jake Gensel. So Gensel's got 4 apples this season. That one comes with just 13 seconds left in the first period. Huge momentum booster, and it was a great time pass. Gensel obviously knew he had to, sauce the puck over the defenseman who slides. Vegas loves to do that whenever they're outnumbered on a 2-on-1 situation. Defender slides. Gensel passed it perfectly to Kucherov, who just had to tap in, open net. End of the first period, tie 2-2. Perfectly fine. Ivan Barbashev gives Vegas the lead. 1:59 into the second period from Shea Theodore. I love Dave Randall. I really do. But if he said one more time that Barbashev got the go-ahead goal and the only goal thus far, one more time, it would have been enough. I couldn't take it again. We get it. He scored. Move on. I'm already pissed because he scored. Third period. Domination by the Lightning. I mean, I wish I had the stats of what the time of possession was, because it was unbelievable. We only had 7 shots in the third period. Vegas had 5, but it felt so much more. But there were so many blocked shots, and Vegas is a team that loves to block shots. They blocked 20 this game. Tampa only had 9, but I'll talk a little bit about that right after I talk about Brandon Hagel's goal to tie it at 17:38 of the third period from Mitchell Chafee and J.J. Moser. Beautiful screen in front by Nick Paul. I don't know who the defenseman was. I can't remember who the defenseman was, who also screened his own goalie, but thank you. But either way, I'm thrilled. It was a great shot by Hagel. Gets his second of the season. A true Hagel-like goal. Fired up the crowd. The crowd got into it. And wouldn't you know, the rest of the team did too. With just 54 seconds remaining from J.J. Moser and Victor Hedman, Nikita Kucherov, 6th of the season. Unbelievable. I can't even. It was one of the best games I've ever seen. The Lightning overall looked great. Obviously, there were some defensive lapses, of course. That's going to happen in games, right? And obviously, we had only 9 block shots to their 20, right? But the timeliness of our block shots was huge. We blocked shots at such crucial moments, and I think having McDonough back was so important, because he's one of those guys that blocks shots at those key moments. And I'm not saying that, Ian Cole didn't or Sergachev didn't. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying that McDonough is a defensive defenseman who gets it. He has been in the league for a long time, and he understands what it means to put your body on the line to win a hockey game. And this is a regular season game. And he blocked shot and shot and shot again. And then the other one that blocked shots was Anthony Cirelli in the last couple minutes. Reminded me thoroughly of what the team looked like with the Gaudreau line, with the Coleman, and with the Gord in the 2020 and 2021 Cup runs. It looked just like that the last couple seconds of the game. Vegas had them hemmed in, right? Like they did in the playoffs just a couple of years ago. And we were able to find a way. The Tampa Bay Findaways are back, and I think that this team is special. I miss the old guys. I miss Stammer. I miss McHale. I miss everybody that's left. But I have a fantastic feeling about this team, and I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's just I'm fired up after a big win, but we're 3-0 after 3 games against quality opponents. None of those games were easy. We got Carolina, made the playoffs last year. Played Vancouver, who made the conference final last year against Edmonton, right? And then we played Vegas, who won the cup just 2 years ago. None of those are cakewalk games, and we came out 3-0 of all of them. Unbelievable. I can't even express to you how excited I am for this team. We go on the road on Saturday, 1 p.m. game in Ottawa. Ottawa's doing pretty good this year, but they lost today's game to the Devils, and then we go in a back-to-back on Monday, Tuesday against Toronto and in Jersey. Both of those games are away, so obviously expect JoJo to get one of those games. I would assume it would be Jersey, just because Jersey's not in our division, and I think Toronto is a better team. For now. I'm fired up. This team is special. This team is different. I have a great feeling about this team, and I don't know why, but this team is going to do something special this year, and I just feel it. So, with that being said, I hope all you Lightning fans and all you just fans of this podcast are just as fired up as I am about this team, especially after a win like that. I can't wait for Saturday. Let's go Bulls, baby. Come on.